Hello, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I am going to do a baby toys haul for the age 6 to 9 months because our baby girl Freya is 9 months old now. I'm going to show you all of the toys she's got, and then I'm going to give you some baby play ideas from this book and also the Montessori book. This is exactly what I did in the last toys haul video, which was for the age range 3 to 6 months, and I also did one for the age range 0 to 3 months, I believe, as well. Starting with Freya's toys, I've actually organised all of her toys into categories such as object permanence toys, cause and effect toys, push and pull toys, stacking toys, and I put them all into tubs and I labelled Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday using my label printer. That way all I have to do in the morning is just pull the tub for that day out of the cupboard and empty the contents onto her newbie play mat, which is the padded mat that she plays on in the corner of the living room. I didn't have enough toys to do 7 days for the 7 days of the week, but I did have enough toys so that I could do 5 days of the week. There's 4 toys in each. But on a Saturday, I'll just put out Tuesday's box, and then on a Sunday, I'll just put out Thursday's box because she would have not played with them for a few days. In the Monday box, I've got this little Dutch abacus. I'm not gonna lie, she doesn't really play with this that much at all. She will watch me do it, and then she will just tip it so that it's flat and kind of mess about with it. She's then got this other little Dutch toy, which is a hammer bench. This turtle tower, you can stack them, you can nest them. It's for nesting and counting. It's called Nest and Count Turtle Tower. She does pull it towards her, but then she sucks on the string and she will just knock these off because that's her thing. She likes knocking things over. Like if you build a tower or if you do the stacking cups, she just knocks them. And then the 4th toy that she's got in the Monday box are these soft blocks. In her Tuesday box, she has got this teddy, which does talk. She's got this ring tower and she likes to knock it over so that all the rings come off. She will sometimes put the rings in her mouth, and if I actually stack them back onto the tower, she knocks them over again. As I said, she loves knocking things down. She's got this spiral tower from Little Dutch. When you put the ball in, they go round and round. Obviously, it's not going to do it properly now because it's not on a flat surface. I got these for her for Christmas, put them out after Christmas, like end of December, and we're now sort of mid-February, and she will now put the ball onto it herself. She knows how to do it. So it's taken her like 1.5 couple of months, but she's figured it out. And then the 4th and final toy for the Tuesday box is these push toys. In the Wednesday box is this pop-up farm animal toy. This is a cause and effect toy, and if you don't know what cause and effect toy means, it just means that she controls the action. So she has to press them to be able to get the farm animals up. So she controls the action. She really likes this, and every time an animal comes up, I'll name it and do the sound. So I'll be like, cow, moo, sheep, bah, and she will turn her attention to me and listen to what I'm saying, and then she tries to close them. The only thing is they're sometimes a little bit stiff to try and get shut, and I feel really bad for her because she's actually trying to do it and it's not working, but it's not even her fault. There is I love to shake my tambourine. She's also got a follow me ball. I've shown this in other videos. When you turn it on, it lights up and it rolls on the floor literally all by itself, and it's so that your baby will start crawling after it. Freya will crawl after it, but not for a very long time. I mean, she's 9 months old. Her attention span is just not there. I'm not going to try and pull all of these out because I've already just dropped one, but these wooden blocks, there are 16 blocks altogether. And then lastly, in the Wednesday box, I guess this is actually like the 5th toy, but it's not really a toy. It's more of an activity that I can do with her. And it's these giant flashcards So there's a dog, we got a cat, there's a cow, there's a sheep, there's a pig, chicken, frog, mouse. In the Thursday box is this My First Wooden Shape Sorter, which was from the Early Learning Centre website. There are 6 shapes in there. When I put the shapes in, she will tip the box over so that the lid falls off and then reach in to get the toys. These little link clips, these have been handy just for when we need to kind of quickly give her a bit of entertainment, just for like 2 minutes. Otherwise, she doesn't really care that much about them. But what I like is that they're so brightly coloured, I can really start trying to teach her colours. She's got these stacking boats. And then the 4th toy in the Thursday box are these wooden musical instruments. Bells, we've got a xylophone, we've got a tambourine, there's a maraca, there's a triangle, there's a flute. She likes banging on the tambourine. She will shake the tambourine. She will shake the bells. She puts the sticks in her mouth. She will tap on the xylophone as well. She doesn't do much with the triangle, but she does smile when I play it. She puts the flute in her mouth. Obviously doesn't actually know how to blow and make the sound, but she does, honestly. This is probably like her favourite thing out of everything. She loves the musical instruments. And then in the Friday box, she's got this object permanence toy. I forgot to say there were a couple of other object permanence and cause and effect toys, but those like terms came out of my head. But object permanence is, it just means where something is like hidden. So there's these coin slots, you put them in the top and then they're hidden. She's like, where are they? She has to find them. That's an object permanence toy. So it's actually called an object permanence box. I got this from Amazon. And then once I drop them in, she doesn't quite get that she can just pull it out. So she will tip it upside down until the drawer falls. She's then got this box, which has got these little crinkle cloths in. There's coloured cloths in, and she can just sit there and pull them out. Her favourites are actually the crinkle ones, and she will just sit there, crinkle them in her hands, put them in her mouth, and really listen to them. Stacking cups. Absolutely love these stacking cups because she likes knocking everything over, so she will just tip them. Even if I just put 2 together, it's just instant. She's like, no, and tips them. I'll stack them upside down on top of each other, tips them. Really, really likes these. And then the last thing in the Friday box is probably my favourite thing, to be honest. But it's this farm animal puzzle. But get ready for it. How cool is that? I love it. This is actually for age 12 months plus, and I understand why, because all she does is just put the pieces in her mouth, but she really enjoys listening to the sounds. I haven't put any books into the tubs because Freya has no interest, I mean 0 interest in books. She's got the ones on the shelves, which there are lift the flaps, and then there's also texture books in the storage cupboard in the hallway. I tried to put a book out each day for her before. Honestly, I remember putting a book out in the morning, and by lunchtime, I'm talking like 4 hours later, the book was still in the exact same position. She had not touched it at all. She's also got this wooden walker that is from Amazon. Obviously, she can spin all of these, which she does. She likes spinning this and looking at herself in the mirror. There's a few shape sorter pieces in the back, which are to go in the sides. And this side, you can move all of this. So this is a really good walker because there's basically activities on it at the same time. Freya is crawling. She is pulling herself up when holding hands or when holding onto furniture. And she's even trying to take steps when like holding our hands, for example. She has stood up with the walker. The only thing is it doesn't stay still. So as she's pulling herself up, it's actually moving. But if it's facing the other way like this and it's against a wall, there's no way for it to move, and she will hold on and she will just pull herself all the way up to the top. She's also got a pink ball pit that I have shown in videos before. She's got a little basket that just has rattles, obols, teethers, rainmakers. She still plays with them at 9 months old. She will still go into that basket and pull them out and shake them and put them in her mouth. She loves them. And then in the storage cupboard, there are paint pads that I've shown before that we do for when we're making like birthday cards, for example. She's also got a sensory play tub with some sensory play activity cards. Now, when it comes to play ideas, I have got a baby play for everyday 365 activities for the first year. I got this book from Amazon and I spoke about it in the last video, the 3 to 6 month age range toys haul video, and I'm going to do the same again. So for 6 to 7 months, I wrote some down onto card, the ones that I actually found interesting. Even if I did them or not, regardless of whether I did them or not, I still found them interesting. So I wrote those ones down. Dance to different tunes. Keep up with mum friend meetups. Continue your journey together. Keep up with your local pre and postnatal friendship group. Name familiar sounds like a tap in the bathroom, your phone, a bus, a doorbell. Start a daily news book. A notebook containing daily news about your baby is a wonderful way of keeping track of all the small but significant developments in their everyday life. It's also a lovely record to share at the end of the day with your partner if one or both of you have been out at work or away from your baby for any length of time. This is something they also do in nursery. So when you go and collect your child at the end of the day, they will tell you what your child's eaten, nappies, but also what activities they've done and just generally what they've enjoyed that day. Exaggerate words like please, thank you. I say ta and I will make sure I'm like ta, and I won't do anything until she's actually looking at me and I'm like ta, ta. She's probably fed up with it by now, to be honest. Pass the ball. Water play. Freya loves water play. Oh my goodness. A treasure basket, so you could just collect things from around the home, a hairbrush, a wooden spoon, empty shampoo bottle, a shower sponge. You can just collect a load of things from the house, put it into a basket. Your baby will love it. Believe me, your baby will love it. If you've got the money and you want to do anything a little bit more fancy, there is a company called The Little Sensory Bag Co. Once upon a time I was going to do this, but I basically never had money. I literally have £2.66 in my account right now and I don't get paid for 2 more weeks. That's why I haven't done it, but I was going to, and that's the main thing. Bath time foam blocks. Ask direct questions and then wait for a response. I will always wait like 10 seconds to allow her time to process what I've said and then see if I get any reaction from that. Hide a snack that your baby loves. Hide it under a napkin or under a little blanket and let your baby try to find it. And then the last thing I've got for 6 to 7 month age range is learning to reach. So put a toy further away from your baby so that they actually have to lean forward and really reach for that object, for that toy. Moving on to the 7 to 8 month age range. What I wrote down for this age range from this book was play with another baby. So get your baby used to other babies and toddlers, even though at this age they'll engage in parallel play rather than actually interacting together and sharing toys. Letting them play alongside another baby or a slightly older sibling or cousin will help them become more sociable and they may gravitate more towards other babies at like a nursery, for example. Show pictures of family members before you're going to visit them so that your baby can start actually seeing the faces before they've actually seen the person. That probably didn't make a lot of sense, but Freya has got a My First Photo book, which I got from Amazon. And in that book are photos of different family members. And for example, today she is spending the day with her auntie. So this morning I showed her that picture and I said who that person was. And I said, you're going to see auntie such and such later. And I said it like repeatedly throughout the morning, like several times this morning. A train ride, getting a backpack carrier instead of having your baby on the front, have your baby on the back now so that they can actually see where they're going and see the world around them. Build an obstacle course. You could use a duvet, blanket, pillows, cushions. Build an obstacle course. Freya is climbing on everything. So this would be really good for her. Texture and noise books. I do have texture books, but Freya has zero interest in books. But if your baby does like books, it's a good idea. A short video of your baby and show it to them. So whenever I take a video of Freya doing something, I will actually play it back and I will show it to her. And she smiles at herself in the video. She actually enjoys listening. A tunnel, I've actually put it on her list of birthday present ideas for her first birthday in May. Off-peak soft play. And then lastly is the 8 to 9 month age range. Walk take your baby out on more walks, wave bye-bye to things that are going. So with her pop-up farm animal toy, when she is closing one away, I'll be like, bye cow, bye. Whenever I'm taking Poppy out into the garden for a toilet, I'll be like, bye Poppy, bye Poppy. We're trying to get her to understand what bye means, but also waving and trying to make it positive and not scary. Play in the grass. So when it gets to like spring and summer, oh my goodness, I cannot wait to take her to a park and have picnics and just roll around and go crazy. Bench press your baby. I have been doing this from like the beginning. So lay on your back, on your bed because it's more comfortable, and just push your baby up. And what I've been doing is going up, down, up, down. She has enjoyed that from the very start when I started doing it. She smiles and she laughs. Park. So I have been starting to take Freya to the park now, and I'll sit her in the baby swing and she smiles when I'm pushing her. And then on the slide, I've obviously just been like holding her and guiding her down the slide. I would never even just lay her on her back and let her go. I just would not do that. Emphasize words like zip. Name clothes when dressing. Another thing that I've been doing for a very, very long time, I'll be like, vest, vest on, leggings, leggings on, socks, socks on, top, top on. And I do the same for jumper and shoes as well. I've actually started making it a bit of a song because I just like making everything into a song. But it has helped because I made a song when I would like moisturize her in the morning, and I'd be like, moisturize, moisturize, moisturize your tummy, moisturize, moisturize, moisturize your arms. And it got to the point where she would actually lift her legs up, like make them straight so that I can do her legs, and she would kick her legs really fast when it was time for her hands, because we have a thing where we do the hands really fast. So she has learnt her body parts. Now when I'm dressing her in the morning, I'll be like, put your vest on, put your vest on in the morning. In the morning, get dressed for the day, get dressed for the day, put your vest on, put your vest on. And I do it for vest, leggings, top and socks. Flower play, so you could literally just get some flour, put it on the high chair tray, sit your baby in the high chair, and literally just let them put their fingers in the flour. And then the last thing for the 8 to 9 month age range is in and out games. So you could get a ball, put it in a basket and go in, ball in the basket, out, ball out the basket. Now for the Montessori book. So the things that I wrote down for the 6 to 9 month age range: pulling pom-poms off of a lint roller, pipe cleaners in a colander, pulling post-it notes off of a window ledge or a mirror. I've only ever done this on a high chair tray. Stacking tower, which Freya does have and she does enjoy playing with, or at least knocking it over. Pushing cards through a slit in a box. So I don't have the cards in a box, but I do have the round discs in a slit in a box. Treasure basket, but maybe instead of doing things around the house, well, you could still do things around the house, but you could make it colours. So everything in the treasure basket one day is blue. Everything in the treasure basket another day is pink. Getting sensory bottles by putting pom-poms in there, or glitter, or small stones. Build a tower. Freya can't build a tower yet, but she does enjoy knocking them down when I make them. Musical instruments. Freya does have musical instruments, as I showed you earlier on in the video, and it is like her favourite thing out of everything. Animal flashcards, which I have also got somewhere. I've got these giant flashcards. Drawing with yogurt, sensory balls, pulling cloths out of an oval. And then the last thing I've got on here is sensory wool. And I really, really want to do this. I don't know if you can actually see this very well, but it says, for a sensory wool, you need a few pieces of shipping boxes, cut them to the same size and stick them together on the back with enough masking tape. Now you can assemble the sensory wool. You can use anything you can find around the house. The following items are suitable: various fabrics, mirror foil, large pom-poms glued close together, bubble wrap, a grass mat, dried spaghetti glued close together, a piece of cork, dried lentils, also glued close together like a carpet. Glue the individual objects in place with a hot glue gun and set up the sensory wall. Your child will develop an interest in it and explore it in depth. I really, really would love to do this, but I also know that I cannot do any kind of DIY. In the toys haul video that I did for age 3 to 6 months, I did talk about an app on my phone called the Inspired Minds app, and you could explore activities by skill, material, age, location, like if you wanted to do some activities in a park, or if you wanted to just explore the activities by age, for example, 0 to 6 months, which is what I did then. And I really, really liked the activities on that app, and I did do quite a few of them, and there are pictures of them on my Instagram. But when I got onto statutory maternity pay, I couldn't actually get any of the resources to do activities for the age 6 to 12 months. So I ended up deleting the app, but I do plan on getting the app again once I am back to work and being paid again. I do recommend it. It's called Inspired Minds. The only other thing that I can talk to you about are these sensory play baby and toddler activity cards from Inspire My Play, and we've also got the sensory play tub from Inspire My Play as well. There are 30 activity cards. There are activities for age 6 months plus, 9 months plus, 12 months plus, 18 months plus, and 2 years plus. On the backs of the cards are the supplies that you will need, how to prepare the activity, and also how to play the activity. I'm going to show you the 7 activity cards that there are for age 6 months plus, and I won't show you the ones for 9 months until we go on to the next toys haul video, which will be 9 to 12 month age range. This is one of them though, Safari Small World, so this is for age 9 months plus. I'm not going to show you any of the others. So for 6 months plus, we've got floating balls, sponge squeeze, edible paint. This is just with 2 cups or 500 grams of natural yogurt and food colouring, jelly dig, jelly blocks, spaghetti ocean, and baby's first farm. That is the end of the video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.